All right, team, so February's warm-up. We're gonna start on the ground as we always do. You're gonna start by doing the lying quad stretch. So, a few options here. One is on the side, just like this, push the hips forward. Two is gonna be roll them, or you can be on your stomach. Raise up the quads, or get the knees above the hips. Push the hips down and try to get the knees up. Or they can be, once again, they can be on their side. It's probably a little bit easier on your stomach. You won't have to balance as much. For the very advanced, they can roll onto their back, keeping this foot straight. So that's going to be, I can't do it, clearly. This leg is going to be all the way down to the ground, and this is not going to twist out. You don't want to twist that out because that puts a lot of rotation on that knee joint. So if they have to twist the foot out, then don't have them lay on their back. And then for the super advanced, they can do both at the same time. Both feet, hell, I can't even get close to that. So anyways, they can get both feet on the ground, be on their back. Super advanced. From there, you're going to have them get into the seated position. Their leg is going to be straight. They're not going to bend their leg. The other one's going to curl, going to come up into their groin. Then what they're going to do is they're going to reach down, try to grab those toes and get that nose all the way down to the knees. So their goal on this one is to get the nose to the knee. They're going to do both sides, obviously, on that one. Then they're going to come up. They're already going to be in that position. They're just going to take this foot, flip it right over. Opposite elbow, opposite knee. Their goal is to get as much rotation as they possibly can. So they want their shoulders and their right in line with that front leg, and the chin go over that back shoulder. That is their goal to get on that one. Next is going to be the bird dog. Now, the bird dog, you got two options. One's going to be on the knees, hands and knees, opposite arm, opposite leg. Ideally, you want them on their toes. And when they do it, notice my heel is going all the way down to the ground. Now, as I get more and more flexibility, I'm going to be able to drop my hips down as well. But most people are going to keep their hips up because they don't have the flexibility in that calf. So if they can, try to drop the hips down and get that heel all the way down the ground, because that's going to be one of our few exercises that we actually can stretch out the calf. It's also starting to activate the core and working your stability muscles, but most importantly, we want to stretch out that calf. Next is going to be the Spider-Man with rotation. So the Spider-Man, nice long lunge, both hands on the same side, and then as much rotation as you can get. So you want them to get that chin, again, over that shoulder. I don't have that flexibility. And try to keep that back foot as straight as possible. Once again, try to keep that heel on the ground so they get a stretch. And they're going to come down and drop those hips as far and as deep as they can get. Next is going to be the single arm bent over reach. So here, they lock the arms, they pull them up, pull them back on one leg if they can. Obviously, there's an option if they can't. One leg, keep that balance, keep that core tight. They want to get straight. If they can, you want to try to get them inverted. So they want to be able to get almost their nose to the knees. Not very many people can do that. But again, that would be the goal, is to get as far inverted as you possibly can. For those that don't have the balance, lock the arms, pull them up, pull them back. And they're just going to bend forward just like this. Again, they're going to try to get the nose to knees. Same concept. We're stretching out the hamstrings and the quads. On the single leg, it helps with the balance as well. Then you're going to do triangle hops. And though they're called triangle hops, you basically start in, out, in. They're just going back and forth. And again, we're restarting the pattern. That's a very simple pattern. Most people should be able to land in the same 3-4 points, whatever it is, each time they do this with each foot, because we're not doing 2 feet or 1 foot at a time. They're doing 2 feet. So the balance should be a little bit better. Again, this is how we kind of progress and start making that coordination, improving on that coordination. And the last one is going to be the straight leg kicks with straight arms. So straight leg kicks. Arms come up. For those that can't have that hop, they're going to be simply doing something like this. Otherwise, get those legs up, get them, and move those shoulders. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to warm up the shoulder joint. That's why we have the arms moving like this. Really want to warm up that shoulder joint, because anything that we do involving resistance is going to utilize that shoulder joint. We're also trying to warm up the hip joints, and we're trying to get that blood flowing, okay? So especially for cardio, trying to get the heart pumping, get that blood flowing, always trying to get that the blood, get the heart moving before they actually get into the exercise. But their team is the warm up for February.